How's it going, people? Bobby here once again. You might know me online as Ironhammer5, and today I've got some more juices from Vapour Depot to check out. I'm still feeling a bit crappy, so if I start coughing while I'm vaping this juice, it doesn't mean the juice is awful, right? I've still got a bit of a cough and a cold. But yeah, I'll stop whinging and let's take a quick look at the bottles and then we'll vape it. So if you follow my channel, you will have seen Vapour Depot juice on here before. The bottles have changed ever so slightly. They've got a bit more colour to them now. They were like more blue and white, now they've kind of got this pinky colour to them. But anyway, I've got 3 flavours. I've got Jager Bomb, I've got Pear Drops, and I've got Tizer. And the bottle's pretty much the same, really, the labelling and the content of it. You've got a warning label on there, you've got childproof caps, you've got all the necessary warnings. The labels are, last time I mentioned that the print was a bit hard to read, and it seems like it is a bit better this time, but still, right at the bottom there, it's a little bit hard to read. Like, it's just not printed very well. Like, the printer can't print that finely. So still with that, that's a minor little thing about the labels, but it's the juice that matters. Let's start vaping it, shall we? So we're gonna vape all 3 and talk about them. And I have to say, unfortunately, like, Vapour Depot have been sending me 3 juices at a time to review, and unfortunately, guys, you picked 3 flavors this month that I don't really, they're not the kind of flavors that I really like. So bear that in mind. It's not necessarily, they're not for me necessarily, but it doesn't mean that they're bad juices, right? So these are from Vapour Depot's kind of house juice line, I would call it. And a lot of their juices are like, kind of, as you can see with these, like replica flavors, like trying to replicate drinks or sweets or candy or things like that. So yeah, I've got all 3 of those. I've got drinks, candy, and alcohol. Yeah. So let's try these out. I'm going to leave that one till last because I won't be able to taste much after that one. See if you can guess which one that is. So first up, on the purple tugboat, let me just check it's the right one. We're going to try Tizer, which, if you're from the US, I'm not sure if you know what Tizer is. It's a weird red soda, as you would call it. We just call it fizzy drink here where I am. I know some people call it pop up north. Different people call it different things. But Tizer, it's red and it's kind of has its own flavour, and the smell of the bottle smells exactly like a can of Tizer. When we vape it, I'm vaping it at 0.3 ohms at 50 watts. And bear that in mind when I'm reviewing juice. Like, when I review juice, I review it how I would vape. These are AE PG20 VG, and they're all 1.5 milligram nicotine. So this is how I would normally vape, about 50 watts, 0.3 ohms, and an RDA. And these are the flavors that I get at the way I vape. If you vape differently, your experience will obviously vary. And since I've turned these lights on to record this video now, because it's like summertime now, there's just bugs flocking to them. Like, it's like fucking Bugs Life in here or something. But Tizer, it smells exactly like Tizer. It tastes a bit like Tizer. It tastes a lot like Tizer, but it has a I can't really describe what Tizer tastes like. It's like a weird fruit drink. If you don't know what it is, it's really hard to explain what it is. It's got like a really unique flavour, kind of like how Dr. Pepper has a very unique flavour. It tastes a lot like Tizer, but it's got this kind of orangey, lemony, kind of citrusy aftertaste that I don't get with Tizer. Like, kind of at the end of the exhale, it's a bit lemony or something, and I don't get that from Tizer. I don't get that kind of sharp citrus taste from Tizer, really. Tizer's a bit more bitter tasting. So yeah, that's Tizer. Next, that's the one to say till last. Remember, that's the one to say till last. Let me take this tugboat off, guys, and I'm going to pop my troll after I wipe juice off it back on. And this one I've been vaping all day today to kind of get a feel for it, because Out of the three, even though they're flavours that I wouldn't have chosen, this is like the one I like most of the three. The one that I would have been more likely to have chosen if I did choose one. So Tugboat with Pear Drops. It's again 1.5mg nicotine, and this one's 0.2. I think it's more like 0.27 or something. And it's at 50 watts. And it tastes like Pear Drops, the sweets. If you've never had them before, they're kind of like a hard candy which tastes like pears, but it's really sweet. And the thing about this one is, like, Pear Drops get really sticky when you're sucking on them, like a hard candy, and it's almost like it feels sticky on my lips, the same as how Pear Drops do. It's weird. I don't know if that's some kind of brain thing, like tricking me because of the flavour, and that's what I would associate with that flavour, like if it's like a fucking placebo stickiness. But I don't know, but I get that sensation, and it tastes exactly like Pear Drops. It's like pear, a really, really sweet candy pear. Tastes exactly like Pear Drops. And this is probably my favourite of the three that I've got here. It's not my favourite out of all the juices that I've tried from Vapour Depot, but it's my favourite out of these three. And that's why it's in my troll. So finally, we come on to Jager Bomb. So Jager Bomb's a bit of a weird one for me because I don't really drink alcohol anymore very often. In fact, very, very rarely. And but I did used to drink a lot of Jägermeister when I was younger. I'm a bit of a metalhead when it comes to music scene, and Jägermeister and heavy metal just always together, right? If you look at old pictures of heavy metal bands, they've always got a bottle of Jägermeister. So yeah, I used to drink a lot of it, so I can kind of know what a Jager Bomb would taste like, even though I don't drink them anymore. And that's how boring I am, right? But yeah, let's give it a taste. Once again, 80 VG, 20 PG. They do all different ratios, and they do all different nicotine contents from like 0 to 1.5, 3. I think they do like maybe do like 9, 12. Check the website, which they've added to the bottles now. VapourDepot.com is now on the bottles. So I'm going to drip more of this, and this one's a weird one for me, I'm afraid, guys. So I'm vaping this one. This is a different build which I was messing around with in the pink Tugboat on the Cool 5.4. It's not a bad little setup, right? Pinks don't quite match, but so this is like a 0.5 ohm coil, 35 watts. It's a nice build for a Tugboat, really, especially a Tugboat V1 with these little air holes. And this is Jager Bomb. And this one doesn't really taste like Jager Bombs to me at all. There's the burp. Like, I get this kind of sweetness, like on the inhale right at the very beginning, like this sweet, like almost like fizzy taste, which I guess is like supposed to be like the Red Bull or the energy drink, but it doesn't really taste like energy drink to me. It's just like right at the beginning, and it just tastes like sweet and almost a little bit fizzy, like just almost like a little bit fizzy. But then after that, I just get like licorice, aniseedy, licoricey flavour, and that's all I get, just like pure aniseedy, licoricey flavour, which I guess is kind of what a Jägermeister tastes like. But Jägermeister's got like more of a like distinct taste to it. It doesn't just taste like licorice. It kind of tastes different. It's got like lots of different flavours to it. It's a bit more complex, and I don't think that this one quite pulls off that flavour of Jägermeister. It just tastes like licorice and aniseed to me. and like right at the beginning I get that tiny hint of like a sweet, sugary, fizzy taste, which I guess is the fizzy Red Bull. But after that I just get licorice, and I fucking hate licorice. And like it almost feels kind of like dry, like licorice does in your mouth. Like it's got that kind of weird mouth feel to it, and it's just like licorice, loads and loads of licorice. That one's really not for me. And that one, out of all of them, like every one of these kind of juices that I've tried from Vapour Depot, which is like a replica of another flavour, they've all been pretty spot on, to be fair. Like the Tizer one is really close. The Pear Drops one is spot on. The other ones I did, like Skittles last time, is like really spot on. Can't remember what else I had last time. I had something else, and that was spot on too. But this one is the first one where I'm kind of like, not quite right. It doesn't have that kind of like alcohol-y taste that Jägermeister like. You know how it kind of, the warm alcohol sensation. But I just get so much licorice from it, and it's too much. I don't really like it. And it's like I want to like almost, because it's like it gets worse with the aftertaste. And I say worse, like it's not necessarily worse. If you like licorice, it's going to be, it gets better with the aftertaste. But sort of like now, after I've hit it, after a little while, the taste gets stronger in my mouth, and then I want to vape again to try and make it go away. But that's just because I personally don't like that flavour. So there's 3 more from Vapour Depot, and I'm sorry your selections weren't quite to my taste this time. I see you've released fruit salad sweets, which would be awesome to try next time if you want to slip that one in there. That one looks cool. So they're all pretty accurate, apart from the Jager Bomb one. If you like a kind of like sweet licoricey taste, definitely try Jager Bomb. You might like it. Tizer is pretty close, considering how much of a weird taste Tizer is. It's really close. And Pear Drops is spot on. If you like Pear Drops, you'll probably love that one. And that's quite a refreshing kind of like taste, although it is really sweet. And I couldn't vape it all day myself. It's just too like sugary sweet. Like I like a sweet, desserty sweet taste, if you understand what I'm saying. Not so much of like a pure sugary, like a syrupy sugary sweet, which is kind of how that tastes. And it, like I say, like kind of like almost sticky. But yeah, still great juices really at the end of the day, for what they cost and for what they're meant to be. Like they're not supposed to be some brand new complex flavour that you haven't never tasted before. They're supposed to replicate other flavours, and they do a damn good job of it. So yeah, thumbs up to Vapour Depot as always. Like I can tell they use decent like VG and nicotine and stuff. Like I had some with slightly stronger nicotine last time. This time they're 1.5, but you can always tell if a juice is got crappy nicotine in it. At least I can tell. And like after they've been here for a while now, and you can see like the juice is still clear as anything. Like and all of them are quite clear. So like if you've got bad nicotine in there, like it tends to go like really yellowy really quickly. So like they're using quality ingredients from what I can tell. No problems. The Pear Drop's got slightly stronger throat hit than the other two, but not to the point. I don't really like a strong throat hit, and it's not to the point where it really bothers me, but it's just a slightly bit stronger. I think that's the case with a lot of pear flavours, to be honest. So yeah, they're pretty solid. Not quite for me, but if you like those flavours, then I'm sure you'll like those juices. And I think that's about all I can say. So check out vapordepot.com, where you can find these and plenty of other cool stuff. That's where I actually got my cool 5.4 from as well. They got those in stock at the moment too. So yeah, there's cool stuff over there. Lots of juices. They've got loads of other juice coming in now as well. They're launching a new juice line soon as well, which has got some cool flavours, because I've tasted them already and they're awesome. And it's slightly more complex flavours and stuff like that, so rather than like replicas. So that's really cool. And I'm throwing stuff around everywhere, and I can't think about what I'm saying because I'm thinking about picking up bottles. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, and I think I'll get back to this Pear Drops for my final little vape here. I'm loving my green troll. Still loving my green troll. Get that licorice taste out. So, thanks for watching, people. I hope you enjoyed the video. A few more juice reviews coming up soon, and hopefully some more hardware stuff. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to check those all out. I hope you enjoyed the video, like I said, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, I'm IronHammer5, and all those kind of places. You check out ironhammer5.com. Although I haven't been posting videos to there just lately because I haven't had the internet at home and it's been a bit awkward. I've been uploading my videos from somewhere else. So yeah, if you watched to this point in the video, you're fucking awesome. If you didn't watch this far, then you won't know, but you're still pretty fucking awesome for watching the videos. So take care, I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.